Hey, how's everybody doing? Great rising, good day, beautiful day. Hope everybody is doing very well today. Today is, let's see, what is today? June something. June something or other. I believe it's the 17th. I don't know. Anyway, namaste to everybody. We'll take a few good deep breaths together. Release everything that no longer serves us. Breathe in all good cosmic energy. Thank you for stopping by, passing by. Good to see you. I'm going to do a quick reading here from the Sacred Geometry cards. A lot of good universal synchronicities in my life. Hopefully you're having good universal synchronicities as well. Saw a magnificent, beautiful hawk yesterday, similar to this here. Beautiful above me, a few feet above me, wingspan, tremendous wingspan. Beautiful. And then throughout my journeys, met other enlightened beings that had tattoos of hawks, wings and feathers. So amazing universal synchronicities. And it's funny because all of that was actually after the emergence video. What is to emerge? And I'm learning that the more I become more the teacher than the student, although always a student of creation, I noticed that my ability to share and relate and encourage others on many different levels of consciousness, that I encourage myself. So I think, even before we look into a divine communication, a divine communication from the Great Spirit, the creator of all things, that's generating this form, your form, that we also realize that in our own individuality, the gift of life that we have in our own individuality, that we're able to appreciate that gift of life, appreciate that individuality. And we each have our own gifts and the power of our own will, which is essential. And I believe that creation is learning and growing to be, to learn, to grow, to share, to care more and more through all these perceptions of individuality, experiences and life experiences. And it's funny, yesterday too, when I returned home, I have a cat, beautiful cat. She's a black and white cat. She's so sweet, little girl cat, little Miss Mama cat. I have some videos up of her as well. And she greeted me in a very loving cat way, just rolling around on the ground for me. She does her twists and turns. She almost looks like the yin and the yang symbol. But one of my neighbors was passing by. Nice man, very nice man. And I live in an area of Staten Island, New York, where there's all different colors of people, a lot of different mixtures, ethnic backgrounds. It's everybody gets along very well. There's no issues. As far as color is really, if anything, it's enjoyable. It's not something that's, for me anyway. It's enjoyable. It's not something that's separates anybody. I have all different color skin neighbors. Varying shades of, I mean, people say white. This is not white. This is like pinkish red. And there's browns, all different colors, shades of browns, all different colors, shades of sort of like, I guess, different tints of darker tints, but it's all melanin, and melanin is all being generated by the body. It's all good. There's nothing wrong with color variation and tint. It's all wonderful. But anyway, my neighbor is dark skinned. Dark skinned, what would be referred to as I guess a black man. I'm a white man, whatever you want. Which again is just names. It's stories. It's ridiculous actually. But I'm a man. He's a man, and and he saw my cat, and he goes, oh, she's a sweetheart, and they always walk by a lot, and she always greets them too in a nice way. And I said, I say, how you doing? How you doing? We gave some greetings back and forth, and he says he's good, I'm good, and he goes, I love you, I love your cat. She's so sweet. And I said, well, the more love that you give, the more love you get. So I give her a lot of love, and she gives me love back in return, which is beautiful. And I told him, I says, well, the animals are our teachers. They really are. They're our teachers. They're to show us that the diversity in life is to be celebrated, not something was supposed to look at as, oh my God, someone's a different color. No good. That's so immature. It's beyond belief. And I know we've been programmed with a lot of it. So sometimes you could see let's say mixed race couples, and you can get a little bit sort of annoyed, only because you've been programmed to think that you should be annoyed. So anyway, but once you get past your own programming and you say, well, wait a minute, why am I feeling this reaction? If anything, I should celebrate the fact that people find love in whatever. In love, there is no color. So anyway, just real quick with the story. But so he says, I love you, brother. And I was like, wow. He says, I love you, brother. And I just thought that was so endearing and so heartfelt. And I says, oh my God. I says, much love to you too. I says, that's great. Wow. And so it's just these little interactions that come and go throughout a day, where how he expressed love for me, and evidently you don't even realize all the lives that you touch directly and indirectly. So anyway, I just wanted to share that real quick story. It was on my mind, and hopefully you can take that story and integrate it into your own experience, your own existence with whoever you deal with, because animals are just as important as people, if not more. Animals are our teachers. Animals are to be loved, respected, cared for, just as all life on the planet, not just animals, but insects and fish and bacteria and every aspect of everything. Because even our biological systems we could not exist if it wasn't for the level of bacteria that we are. If you do the research, we are actually half bacteria. We're a symbiotic relationship with nature, and even yesterday, and I was talking to a friend this morning about tree meditation, which I'm going to look into more, but I was doing a meditation in nature, and and I kept getting this feeling that this is church. The earth below me, my feet deeply into the soft, moist soil of Mother Earth, and just listening to some really good flute inspired, Native American, Native Indigenous actually. Again, Native American is like an insult, but Native Indigenous music, flute music, drum music, really good, earth drum type music, and just the breeze blowing through the trees, the sun, the sky, the whole experience, even for I don't know, a half hour, and I thought to myself how some people, some yogis and mystic and sages and priests and you know religious, non-religious, and spiritual people sometimes dedicate and spend so much time in connection with the Creator, with meditation. And sometimes it's hard to enter into. It's not hard, but we're so programmed to keep moving and moving and moving and moving that just to sit still and be with nature and not have any real pressing thoughts for a little while is sometimes it's challenging. So yeah, so that's what I'd say. I'd say try to overcome the challenges of sit still, listen to nature, be open to the Creator, and maybe we should listen more. So in listening more, I'm going to, as I'm shuffling these cards, I'm going to ask the Great Spirit, God, Source, Light, Love, all being, to come forth in every way imaginable for a wonderful message for today. It's a good day, good sharing. And we take it right from the top here. We ready for this? Let's see. Allowance. There we go. Look at this. Allowance. Look how beautiful. Card number 9. That's awesome. Wow. I've been seeing 3, 6, and 9s everywhere lately. A lot of 3s, a lot of 6s, a lot of 9s. 939, 339, 369. Allowance. Look at that. How beautiful. Sacred geometry. Beautiful artwork. Again, this is the Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle Cards and Guidebook by Lon. Beautiful lady. Here she is right here. Put this whole thing together, and this resonates well with me, and I hope it resonates well with you. And here we go. Allowance. The frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way, without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. When we allow the universe, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. I'm going to say this again because this is very important. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. The wondrous dance of existence and expression when we allow. So we allow right now for a wonderful, wonderful life, for all life, everywhere. We allow for that. Make an allowance for this time right now. I'm so glad I made an allowance for my time to be here right now, to share these stories and these messages with you, and we just enter into a prayer. Thank you, Great Spirit. Thank you for this wonderful. Thank you for this wonderful ingratitude. Thank you for this wonderful message of allowance, and let it be a blessing to all of us, the entire earth and beyond, throughout the cosmos, in allowance. And again, the frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way, without judgment, which is easier said than done, without opinion, which is also easier said than done, without fear, which is essential that we enter into allowance without fear. And without resistance. That which resists persists, they say. So without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. The allowance image resembles the spirit of the Joker, the jester. Wow. Everybody should look into Alan Watts about the Joker. Many talks and lectures on that, which is mind-altering expansion, and would help with allowance as well. The Joker, the jester, or the fool, it is the embodiment of the infinite spirit within, Wow, that's unbelievable. It is believable. Excuse me, not unbelievable. It is believable. Of the infinite spirit within, the unbounded, fearless essence of expanded possibility, with very little regard for, with very little regard for conventionality or rules, disguised as the fool. The jester is oftentimes the bearer of unwanted truth, messages that are feared, yet needed for evolution and growth. Allowance is the polar opposite of resistance. Allowance is the polar opposite of resistance. Allowance is the polar opposite of resistance. So right now we allow for happiness, great health, great happiness, great health, abundance in all wonderful ways in our life, and just wisdom, soul wisdom, and overcoming spirituality. We allow for higher consciousness and overcoming all obstacles. We allow for awesome awareness in every way, and just strength, stamina, and endurance. We allow for that in our lives, and we allow for good to come in such a strong way and overtake all that is evil. Sometimes the things we resist, the things that we resist the most are the trials, the hidden treasures that lead to growth and evolution. The allowance image bears a certain resemblance to the butterfly as well, a reference to the process of transformation and unfolding. Meanwhile, the shiny pearls, let's see, sometimes the things we resist the most are the trials, the hidden treasures that lead to growth and evolution. The allowance image bears a certain resemblance to the butterfly as well, a reference to the process of transformation and unfolding. Meanwhile, the shiny pearls seem to vibrate with songs that come from deep within a mysterious other world, and the vast green waters indicate the deep connection to the heart and the realm of feelings and emotions. The square reminds us that reality is more of a multi-layered experience than an objective absolute. Wow, that's amazing. That's universal synchronization and confirmation for myself. I was just actually discussing that. So the work aspect of this section says that go inside yourself. Well, first we take a deep breath. Go inside yourself and reflect for a moment on your life. What stands out in this instant? Can you appreciate whatever the universe is bringing to you? Can you recognize the gifts that all experiences hold, even the ones you perceive as being negative? Can you be excited about the valuable lessons these experiences bring, and can you celebrate them? Wow, that's beautiful. Yes, we should do all these things. Definitely a self-examined life. And can you appreciate what the universe is bringing to you? Absolutely. Gratitude, self-examined life, gratitude. Can you recognize the gifts? Absolutely. That all experiences hold, all experiences, even the ones you perceive as being negative. Absolutely. And it's who we are. It's what we are. It's how we became who we are to live this human experience. Can you be excited about the valuable lessons these experiences bring and celebrate them? Sure, I'm excited. I hope you're excited, because I'm excited. It's exciting to know that I've been able to live through my life and become who I am. the best version of myself at this point, and I think we should all strive to be the best versions of ourselves in every way, every decision. Again, nothing is perfect, but life is so precise. One of my poems. So try to be authentic and as precise as you can. In Allowance. This was beautiful. Thank you so much. I hope everybody has a wonderful day in every way. Beautiful day. Happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Namaste. Breathe deep all day. Breathe in all good cosmic energy, great spirit energy. And breathe out everything that doesn't serve anymore. And I will see you on the next video. Be good.